Geico makes it easy to get affordable renter's insurance in as little as 90 seconds. That way, you have more energy for harder things, like the laundry. Why is it so difficult to fold clothes? They just end up wrinkly anyway, or on the floor in a pile that just sits there, taunting you. But with renter's insurance through Geico, at least you know that those clothes and the other things you love are covered. Get more with Geico.
Ellyn, you have not commented.
I didn't see.
Cut my
Oh my gosh. So you're telling the world you are full-blown gay.
Yeah.
You're full-blown lesbian.
Yep.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks. No, I just went to London last week, and the very first thing I did when I got off the plane was Google queer hairdressers, and I went and got my hair cut off.
You got a queer haircut to go with your queer personality.
Correct.
So now you're
Queer.
a queer?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Crap. Welcome to Shut the Fuck Up, Nick Lachey. I have never been so happy to, in my head, hear that unlicensed music.
Yeah, me too.
Who thought unlicensed music could be so fun?
Who did? Who knew?
Welcome, everyone, to Shut the Fuck Up, Nick Lachey, for the Season 8 preview. This is the longest break we've ever taken.
Yeah.
I don't like
Me
it.
neither.
How are you feeling besides queer? You're here, and we're going to get used to it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, Ellyn, I'll say this. I'm tired, which is disappointing because I really thought that maybe by now I would have caught up, but it doesn't seem to have happened. I think this is it for me. Like, this is just how I'm going to be.
This is homeostasis. Well, that's Daisy Egan. I'm Ellyn Marsh, and we were voted, I don't know if you knew this, the best Love is Blind podcast recap show. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Do you know who voted for us?
Yeah.
It was the World
Newscaster Association of America.
So you can look that up. Thank you for the honor. We're very excited.
Speaking of which, of all the things, did you know that What's-Her-Face and What's-Her-Face from the Love is Blind UK season know about our podcast?
I know, because you were in London. Tell us everything. You went to London to surprise your best friend. In a show. We need to talk about that.
Yes.
I want to hear all about the surprise.
The night that I was there, I was like praying to the sweet Lord baby Jesus that Fred would show up. But no, the week before they had a social influencers night, and I can't remember their names. I want to say Tiffany and Melinda.
Jasmine. We've never even had a Melinda on this show of any season, whether we've covered it or not.
No.
Absolutely erroneous.
No.
It was Jasmine and
Chiang Mai. Tom and Maria, thank you.
It was Jasmine and Maria. They went to go see Edward Scissorhands, where Daisy's best friend is playing Edward, your best friend Jordan. So tell me all about this surprise. She had no idea you were coming.
No idea I was coming. Her girlfriend knew, and I coordinated with her girlfriend. She was like, okay, we're at this pub down from where we live, so just show up. So I show up, and she starts filming Jordan. She's like, hey, I'm going to send a thing to your husband and your friend. So Jordan's like, and her girlfriend's like, hey, who's that? And she turns her head and she sees me and she goes, no. It was exactly the reaction I thought it was going to be.
That is so adorable. That's so fun.
Yeah.
That's an odd thing for you to do.
I know. I'm not very nice.
Just like a fun thing.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or spontaneous.
Or like leaving my house.
Leaving your house.
Yeah.
Congrats. I am so happy. Who wrote the music? I'm whispering like she's here. She's upstairs. Jordan's upstairs. Who wrote the music?
It's a jukebox musical. And part of the problem is now that it's like more official, they have to get rights. And so like they lost a bunch of the songs that they were using that were better. So they like shoehorned some songs in that didn't really, you know what I mean?
I do. It is interesting that you say that because there was a show called Heart of Rock and Roll.
Yes.
And it was a Huey Lewis musical. I had done a bunch of the workshops.
Oh, yeah. What happened to that?
It went to Broadway. It failed colossally. It was a thing where I had seen so many iterations of it over the years.
Yeah.
8 years. I had been in some. My friend Courtney had been in some. Joey had been in some. They were like rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic.
Yeah.
You needed new eyes because it's Huey Lewis music.
It's so good.
But when people are too close and they're just schwitzing and it doesn't make sense.
Yep.
Well, you are a good friend that one time.
That's surprising to you? Hey, listen, I'll have you know, Ellyn, that I still have your Christmas gifts sitting on my desk.
I still have a couple people's Christmas gifts, and they are wrapped.
This is wrapped. It's ridiculous. Oh, yours is like in the box, ready to go.
My birthday is in March, so it's fine. Daisy, I have to tell you a secret. I genuinely missed recording this podcast. I really did.
Me too.
Because you more with Snoop Pod, doing real true crime, even though Joey and I make light of true crime, this is like my weekly palate cleanser where it's just silly. And it was a long break. I mean, we were trying to take a break because we didn't want to shoehorn in a part of a season to then start with the new season. And we didn't know what to do. And we're a bunch of ladies and our brains aren't that big. So we couldn't think of another solution.
Right.
So here we are, but we're picking up with season 8. We have the trailer and that shows a couple people and we just want to sit here and judge them.
It's a different world than when we took a break. And I was just saying in therapy today that like in some ways it feels really like frivolous for us to be making jokes into microphones when the world is on fire. Like it feels a little bit like Nero playing the flute while Rome burns, but at the same time it's like people need an outlet and they need to laugh. Honestly, we're doing a community service and we're like changing the world.
We're making the world a better place.
Yeah, like the history books are going to be like, these were the dark ages for the United States. However, one bright, shining beacon among the poo-poo caca was Shut the Fuck Up, Nick Lachey.
Yeah, that will most likely be in publication.
How many people get to do this?
The possibilities are freaking me out in a good way, but still very nervous.
You all, Love is Blind. We're in Minneapolis, and it's the same story. Singles are coming looking for true love, and nothing says true love, Daisy Elizabeth, like engineered situations and being cut off from the outside world and add a dash of public humiliation and a guaranteed lifetime subscription to therapy. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to lower my standards and lose faith in humanity all over again. I think it's going to be a blast.
Is there a Maxiopolis?
Yep.
There is?
Yeah, it's in Pennsylvania.
Okay. So Minneapolis, the state,
That's the mini one.
Is the mini one of the maxi one that's in Pennsylvania?
It's in Pennsylvania. Also, sometimes do you forget this is our actual job? When we're at the pearly gates, I don't believe in heaven, but just for the sake of the joke, they're going to be like, what did you do to make the world a better place? And we're going to be forced to say this.
No joke. That is something that plays in my head as I'm trying to sleep. I'm like, when I die and they play me back the tape of my life, they're going to point to this and be like, really? This is what you chose to do.
And then they're going to go like this. They're going to shake their head and write on their clipboard and we're not going to be able to see it. They're going to be like that.
They're going to be like that one casting director as I was leaving the room and I turned my head back at the end and he was going, they're going to be like that.
Well, what they're going to do is they're going to ask all of these singles a bunch of questions. And then we'll go through some of the ones who aren't on this video and we'll judge them.
Yes.
So the first question that they ask the singles is, what gives them the ick? Is this what we're doing now? Nyok. You give me the ick, nyok.
I got the ick, nyok.
This is what we're saying.
We're no longer saying like, hey, what are your red flags? Hey, what's your line in the sand? Nope. What gives you the ick?
Your hard stops, yeah.
Let me tell you something. Anybody that you have in your life in any capacity is going to do things that you're like, ugh, about.
Yeah.
Who cares? And stop talking like toddlers.
Yeah.
I got poo-poo on my hands. It's an ick.
It gives me the icky wicky. Well, Brian is here. He's 30 years old. He owns a wine bar.
Sure.
He says bad hygiene gives him the ick. I don't think that's an ick. That is a hard line in the sand. That's not acceptable.
Brian looks like if you took his clothes off, he would not have any genitals. Like he looks like an action figure.
Like a Ken doll of sorts?
Yes, he looks like a Ken doll, but like not as attractive.
Right.
He looks like a psychopathic Ken doll. He looks like somebody that if I saw him at a bar, I would run the other way fast.
I can see that. I do that with most men.
Or if I were at his wine bar and he came out and he was like, this is my wine bar, I'd be like, all the wine here sucks, and I'd leave.
Also, I would like to point out that while I love an entrepreneur, I respect an entrepreneur, I'm referencing some information that we found online, their little bios. Brian opened up his first wine bar during his senior year of college. What does that scream to you?
He was drinking too much in college.
Okay, funny you went there. I went to Trust Fund Baby.
Oh, Yeah.
Because, no, that doesn't happen. You don't have enough money
No.
to open up a wine bar at the age of 21. You have maybe mommy and daddy's checkbook to do so. I know that sounds like a flex, but no, it's not. Someone bought that for you and you slapped your name on it.
He also says he gets complimented on his smile. Women need to get out more.
Yeah, that's a general rule. You guys should be taking notes. If you are new to Shut the Fuck Up, Nick Lachey, number 1, welcome. Number 2, take notes.
Take notes. If you want to actually find love out in dem streets, this is how you're going to do it.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Madison, 28 years old. She's an artist. That is a career that is up for interpretation.
What kind of artist exactly?
That could be so many things.
Yeah.
An artist? Are you a tattoo artist? Are you a dancer? Are you a show pony shower?
Are you a cappuccino artist? Like, do you make art in the foam?
It's just very vague.
I once saw a video of a guy who makes pancakes look like people's faces.
That's an artist.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says out in these streets.
Yeah.
I don't care what Amber says. You are a podcast artist. Amanda and Amber, we're like in our separate group chat, the one you're not on. And
What?
What'd you say?
You have a separate group chat that I'm not on?
We made it when we were planning your surprise party from last year.
I had a surprise party last year?
That's the thing. It didn't work out.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
That's the reason we made the chat,
Oh,
so that we could
okay.
talk about the party. And it never...
That didn't happen.
You're an artist.
Huh?
And Madison has a French bulldog named Henry, and he has his own Instagram account. I don't judge people that do stuff like that. I really don't.
I do.
I just run so many social media accounts that I
Yeah.
couldn't fathom having the emotional energy or the creative energy to make another Instagram account.
No, we don't have one for STFU specifically for that reason. Also, she has a barbed wire tattoo around her tricep. So that's how you know she likes it in the butt.
That was a tragic mistake in the mid-aughts. Remember when people were doing that?
The tribal fucking tattoos
tribal
from
band.
the 90s. And yeah.
That's a no. She says she's not going to settle. Okay, we'll
Sure.
see. Oh, she doesn't like long fingernails. That's her big ick. I completely agree. I came through customs yesterday, and the customs guy had long, unkempt.
No.
Absolutely not. I
No.
want to hand people nail clippers.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Speaking of customs, the customs guy in London absolutely vacation shamed me.
How so?
He said, "How long are you here?" I was like, "Just 4 days." And he was like, "Why so short?" And I was like, "Bro."
You know why?
They're like, "What are you doing? Why are you only?" Yeah, they're like worried, right?
Yeah, they're like, we have 6 weeks a year. Why don't you take a proper vacation and take a full week, you crazy Americans who don't vacation?
This is what I said. I was like, capitalism, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I have work and a kid, and go fuck yourself.
Oh my gosh, I haven't told you.
You're moving to
because
London.
we've been on hiatus. I started doing downtime.
What?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's a thing where you don't work. It's my new thing.
What do you do instead?
Feel guilty about not working mostly.
That makes sense.
And try and fit in work somewhere, but
Yeah.
make it seem like work and make it seem like I'm doing. It's a work in progress, Stacey.
Uh-huh.
But I'm doing downtime. Okay, so then
Geico's motorcycle expertise gives me the coverage I need, like 24/7 claims. I'm on cloud 9.
Disclaimer, clouds are wholly unable to support the weight of an adult human.
What's happening?
Furthermore, clouds are not numbered. Even if you procured a jetpack and searched, you'd find no cloud numbered 9. However, at that altitude, you'd likely befriend a flock of migrating snow geese.
Geese?
Who'd encourage you to leave your 24/7 Geico motorcycle claims insurance behind, as they would take you in and even share their dinner of crickets and clovers with you.
Ew.
Geico assumes no liability for any indigestion that may occur from a clover cricket dinner. Geico, expertise for your motorcycle.
Geico's motorcycle expertise means I'm covered by people who know bikes like I do. I'm happy as a clam.
Disclaimer, no conclusive scientific research has shown clams can experience happiness.
I just meant that I feel really good about my coverage.
I mean, even if you took the clam out for the best day ever, visiting the zoo, taking a scenic ride, knowing you're insured by specialists, and sharing a strawberry ice cream cone together, the clam would not feel happy, and your strawberry cone would taste sort of clammy.
Ew.
Geico's motorcycle specialists who know bikes like you do assume no liability for clammy ice cream cones. Geico, expertise for your motorcycle.
we have all of these things, hygiene, fingernails. And then Virginia comes onto the scene. She's a healthcare recruiter.
Self-centered men that don't consider other people wouldn't consider me would be a huge ick for me.
Virginia's not fucking around.
Mm-mm.
She was like, let me tell you all the fucking icks I have.
Also, those aren't icks. Those are red flags.
Yes, I would agree with you there.
Long fingernails are maybe the ick, but somebody who's self-centered and arrogant, that's just a red flag.
Good call, actually.
She's a former former cheerleader, if you're arrogant and self-centered, she will not hesitate to show you the D-O-O-R. It's a cheerleading joke.
I get it. Yeah.
It says in her bio here on Cosmo that she's a doctor. I think Cosmo got healthcare recruiter mistaken with doctor. They're like, you work in a hospital. You are a doctor.
Yeah, some AI thing read that and just read healthcare. And they were like, beep, bop, boop, you are a doctor. Good luck to her.
Yeah.
Mason is here.
Mason is here.
He is a 33-year-old cinematographer. And I have to tell you, when I looked at his name to write his name down, because I took notes. You took notes, right, Daisy?
Oh, yeah. I've got pages of them.
Can I see them?
No, I would, but this weird thing happened where my house caught on fire, and I know.
Daisy.
I know.
But it appears to me that you're in your house.
No, it's a green screen. I'm actually.
Your house.
Yeah.
Your house burned down and you didn't tell me?
Yeah, I didn't want to burden you because of you were doing your downtime.
You're right. I probably would have interrupted my downtime for such an emergency.
Yeah.
If you do have your notes and you're referring to them right now and your house burned down, where are your notes?
In my head.
Oh, that's a really reliable place, I've learned.
One thing I've learned over our hiatus was I'm a savant, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And I have an eidetic memory, and I can pull it all up.
Adorable. Well, then, of course, you remember, I looked at Mason's name. There's like a pole behind him, and it made it look like the S in Mason was a dollar sign. Hand to God. And I'm truthfully disappointed that it wasn't a dollar sign, because we would have made fun of him all season. And I just feel like that's missed content. Genuinely looked like a dollar sign.
People are probably going to start naming their children with like emojis and symbols and shit.
Ampersands and shit.
Yep.
I love that for humanity. Mason is here, and he is a cinematographer.
Well.
And he said his ick.
Someone who's on their phone too much, not able to unplug and be with you in the moment.
Now that you've said that, I can't get it out of my head. That is less of an ick and more of kind of a red flag. And something that gives you the ick is like ear hair.
Yeah.
Or when somebody has an annoying laugh or they drool a lot or something, right?
Yeah. I think drooling, maybe there's like an underlying health issue that needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree. He is 33.
Yeah. Good for him.
That's a fair age.
He likes to shred whenever he gets the chance. He's looking for a skater girl, which at 33 seems appropriate.
Avril Lavigne really oversold the whole skater girl boy culture. I will tell you that is something that she did not contribute to society. He is committed to skating. You know what? Do what makes you happy. Everything is on fire. If skateboarding makes you happy, great.
I could not imagine getting on a skateboard right now. Like instant broken hip.
You would just look at the skateboard and the skateboard would be like, I would break your hip.
The skateboard would pick itself up and
hurt.
Yep.
And oddly enough, skateboards sound like an old German woman. Okay. Anyway.
Who's next?
Joey is 35. He's a physician's associate. This man looks like he just came offset from being an extra in some kind of Pauly Shore movie.
What the fuck is a physician's associate? Come on now.
Now, I know what a physician's assistant
Sure.
is. Like, that's a real job. That's like a registered nurse.
He's probably like the secretary at the clinic.
Truthfully. He's like, I'm an associate, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know. But his hair is really long. He's wearing sort of a pink Tommy Bahama tropical shirt that has not seen the light of an iron in God knows how long.
No.
His answer to his ick is if someone gives him a wet willy.
I mean, sure. Are you getting a lot of wet willies at this point in your 35-year-old day-to-day life?
Yes. I will agree that a wet willy, an ill-timed wet willy at that, is disgusting and weird. But are you just hanging out with people that are willy-nilly giving you wet willy?
Willy-nilly wet willying? I think you gave me a wet willy once.
I did?
I think so. I have a memory of sitting on your couch.
Or maybe I licked your ear or something. I just have never been put in a situation where someone's like, oh, dang it, another wet willy.
Oh, again? He carries a handkerchief around just for the wet willies.
Someone needs to get eyes on, what's his name? Joey, because Who's doing those wet willies? You need new friends.
Maybe his ears are really like wet willy inviting. Maybe his ears are asking for it. He does have sort of Dumbo-esque ears.
Katie says, I need my willies bone dry. Exactly. Cassandra is 30 years old. She's a hairstylist. She says she doesn't like men with butt cracks. I will agree.
I just want it to be one cheek and then a hole at the bottom.
Daisy,
Yeah.
Louise, if you scroll
Yeah.
to Cassandra.
Yeah.
Now listen, I'm being a judgy Judy.
Yeah.
Because I can.
Yes.
Number one, red flag, she's a Taurus. Red flag.
Sure.
Number two, she says she has a good sense of humor.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
This is, again, life lesson. Let me be the judge of that.
Yeah.
Don't ever lead with I'm funny. Someone
I'm
else
funny.
does it later. No, don't say it.
No.
Don't say it.
No.
That is the kiss of death.
Yeah.
Your green flag is your sense of humor. Says who?
Yeah.
I think you're hilarious. There are some people that don't find you funny. I don't know who they are, and I will kill them with my bare hands. Don't set yourself up. No, I'm kidding, Daisy. I'm kidding. No. That was a hypothetical. No, Daisy, because there are people out there who aren't funny and they get jealous of how funny you are. No, Daisy, I'm doing it for the people to make it seem like you're Daisy, you're so much better than everyone else at everything. You understand that, right? The way this bitch can cry on cue is fucking unparalleled. If you guys aren't on the backstage cuts, she just brought herself to actual tears.
Is that why the lady at the restaurant didn't laugh when I made the cancer joke?
Probably. Or that time you looked at a price tag, you were like, oh, no tag, guess it's free.
Yeah.
Remember the time you did that?
And they didn't laugh.
They didn't laugh.
Katie, it is right under the surface. At all times, I am literally about to cry.
Not only is that a preposterous statement,
Yeah.
She was named after Cassandra in Wayne's World, which I'm, of course, going to bring this back to me and how it affects me. And that makes me feel old because she's 30.
Yikes, dude.
Yeah. She also just has a bitchy face. And that's mean to say.
You know who she looks like from here is Hayden Panettiere.
Mm-hmm. But she says she's a girl's girl, so I'm willing to give
Sure.
her a chance. I'm here for the girl's girl. Also, she's wearing this beautiful tangerine dress. What do you think of that dress?
I like the color. I'm not so keen on like the
drapery on the bottom. Yeah, I agree.
And also those shoes I think should be outlawed.
What are those shoes?
She went to the set of Clueless and picked them out of Cher's closet.
It's like the braided leather. I'm sorry. I don't care what fashion person tells us that a chunky heel is back. I'm not doing it.
This is one of those like huge, chunky triangle heels. They're awful.
No, I'm not doing that. Okay. Next question that they asked the singles is, how would your family and friends describe you? First up is Andrew. He's 27. He's a realtor. You all, we are sitting here judging books by its cover. Don't get mad at us. Go fucking talk to the Kanye West, okay?
Yeah.
We're judging book by its covers. This man's neck is the size of my thigh. It is as if they took a tree stump and then they put a head on it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he's a lovely man. I'm eating my words.
Yeah.
I thought Thomas was a Trump supporter the first time I saw him, and I could not have been more wrong. So I am judging a book by its cover. This man looks like he could break me like a twig.
The top of his head is smaller than his neck. Actually, his face is smaller than his neck.
Right? He looks like a tree stump.
He does.
And God was like, and that'll do it, and just slapped a face on there.
I'm done with this one.
Elizabeth in the chat says PTSD from Trevor. That is exactly what I thought today.
Yeah. He says frigid temperatures are the hardest part about dating in Minneapolis. Minneapolis is not a joke when it comes to the fuck. Have you ever been there in the winter?
No. I hate the cold. Why would I do that?
If you were on tour with a show.
No.
Oh, it's awful.
I'm not going to leave my house during those winter months in Minneapolis, but you all have a fucking blasty blast. He's 27. I'm going to say it. I've said this before. I think there should be a 30-year-old and up rule.
Yeah.
27 is really young.
You just got out of the oven at 27.
Yeah.
It just
Barely.
went ding, and you just came out with a head too small for your body.
Yeah. Your neck overcooked, by the way.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Too much yeast in that situation.
Brittany is 35. You know what I'm going to say, Daisy? She is a partnership executive.
What is that?
At this point,
Yeah.
I'm ready to throw out this hypothesis that I've thought for about a season and a half. If you have a job like that, I'm just going to say you're in an MLM.
Okay. Yeah.
Or you're unemployed.
Or you're a sales associate at the Gap.
Give me a real job.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that hard.
Yeah.
I hope it's a lovely job. I hope you make tons of money and you have a lovely PTO package.
What is a partnership executive? Come on.
Yeah.
All right, now we have to Google this. A partnership executive builds and maintains relationships with key business partners. They work to achieve business objectives such as increasing sales and revenue. Meets the needs of key businesses. This is the most vague thing I've ever heard. And sponsorship companies affiliated to the club or football association? Okay, no idea. Not a clue.
No. So Brittany says her family would say that she's adventurous. Okay.
All right. That dress is certainly adventurous.
Best of luck. She's 35. Good age. She's a sports lover. She's open to new experience. She's looking for, quote, a very confident man. I want them to kind of have their own little thing and be able to teach me some things.
What's your husband do? Oh, he has his own little thing.
Yeah, he teaches me things. Okay. Let us know how that works out. Next up, Monica. She's a digital marketer. She's 28, and she says she's secretly really weird. I love that for her. It's probably not a secret, but...
She is wearing a sort of, what was the name of that cartoon with the little, like, on the prairie, and they would wear the bonnets and the, like, paisley...
Little House on the Prairie?
No, it was a cartoon. They would wear paisley dresses. I had sheets with them on it. Not Polly Pocket.
You should know it.
I should.
Oh, it looks kind of like a quilt.
Yes. And she's wearing espadrilles.
Yeah. She says she wants her partner to feel like another family member. Monica, that is illegal. So you can't do that.
No.
I feel bad that she put that in print.
If you have dirty New Balances that are bright blue, I'm sorry, but we got to work on it. That's very specific, Monica. If you have dirty New Balances that are bright blue, who did she date that wore dirty, bright blue New Balances? She's like, Todd, I am talking to you.
Oh, well, she's weird. I love that for her. Devin is here. He's a youth director. He's 29, and he said that his family would say that he can get along with anyone in any situation. That tracks for a youth director, and he's also a coach because kids are toxic as fuck.
Oh, kids are the worst.
Do you know how toxic kids are?
Yes. They're awful.
They are little emotional vampires.
Have you ever read through Lola's group chats?
Oh, yeah. They're so stupid.
Yikes.
I don't understand.
Holly Hobby. That's who it was. Thank you, Melissa.
Wow. That was a callback. That was 6 episodes ago we were talking about that. You know what they do? They'll say really RLLY. Yeah. That takes such mind control to think of the abbreves. I never knew that the time constraints put on the word really.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you. I love you. Yeah. All of it is abbreviated. Plus, they're all calling each other bruh.
I hate it.
Bruh.
I really think kids are stupid.
I've read through some of his group chats and I'm like, these kids are monsters.
They're definitely going to do some damage, maybe to property or people. Unclear. They're going to get arrested. Scott is here. He's a project manager. No, we've seen that so many times. Still don't know what the fuck a project manager is.
What projects are you managing, Scott?
Kids' fucking art projects. I got projects you can manage.
A golden retriever or a 5-year-old that just needs to run around and get his energy out.
I don't know how I feel about this. I respect the fact that he's aware enough to know that he needs to let out that excess energy and we can all use a little bit of fresh air. But I also don't know if he's using that as a really cute way to say he's super immature.
Or that he has serious, hold on one second, I'm going to murder my dog's ADHD. Noodle, you are fired.
Wow, that door slam. Oh, that was a fuck you if I've ever heard one. Melissa in the chat says she was a project manager. Oh, were you, Melissa?
Okay.
What did you do?
Oh.
Sorry. Gretchen said, I feel like I could say currently I have all these jobs. If you are a freelancer and you just are a jack of all trades, say that. Absolutely. I know people who do so many jobs. I work a lot. I just don't have a lot of jobs. I don't know what I do or what I get done, but I'm always busy.
Yeah, same.
Tiara is a marketing strategy. I just wrote marketing strategy. That's all I wrote. She's 34 and she says she can quote a lot of movie lines, which again, a symbol of ADHD. Can I throw some movie lines at you, Daisy?
Please.
And you tell me what movie they're from?
Sure.
Benjamin's nobody's friend. If Benjamin were an ice cream flavor, he'd be pralines and dick.
Dude, where's my car?
No, not even a good guess.
What is it?
Katie got it.
Oh, Wayne's World. God, I haven't seen that in so long.
Thank you, Elizabeth. They've done studies, 60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Come on.
Anchorman.
Yes. Who said it?
Paul Rudd.
What was his character name?
Dick Dickerson's.
Brian Fontana.
Amber
got it. Yes, Amber. I could play this game forever. Here we go.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorites. What you've just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Okay, a simple wrong would have done just fine, but
Billy Madison because of the chat. Otherwise, I would not have known.
Okay. Does anyone know for 5 bonus points, of which lead to absolutely nothing, does anyone know the name of the character that said it? In 3, 2, 1, you're going to have had time to Google it.
Bill Billerstein.
So that's a good one. Principal Max Anderson. Honestly, I could play movie quote games for forever.
Geico's motorcycle expertise means I'm covered by people who know bikes like I do. I'm happy as a clam.
Disclaimer. No conclusive scientific research has shown clams can experience happiness.
I just meant that I feel really good about my coverage.
I mean, even if you took the clam out for the best day ever, visiting the zoo, taking a scenic ride, knowing you're insured by specialists, and sharing a strawberry ice cream cone together, the clam would not feel happy, and your strawberry cone would taste sort of clammy.
Ew.
Geico's motorcycle specialists who know bikes like you do assume no liability for clammy ice cream cones. Geico. Expertise for your motorcycle.
Okay, who's next?
Brad, he's 35. He says his friends and family would describe him as hardworking, loyal, and wait for it, funny.
Nope.
Nope. Don't call yourself funny.
Instantly not.
You're absolutely gonna not be funny.
No.
I say this all the time. People who have money, if you have money, you don't talk about the money that you have. If you talk about the fact that you're rich.
Unless you're Leo from season 7.
Exactly. You are not funny. If you say you're funny, I'm automatically gonna uninvite you to any party that I have because you're not funny and you're not fun.
Brad once won $10,000 doing a freestyle dance competition in Miami Beach. Listen, if we don't get to see that at some point in this season, I'm suing Netflix.
I think you'd win, honestly. That's kind of amazing that there is a dance competition with such an epically lucrative prize.
I know, that's like being on Chopped, for crying out loud.
$10,000?
That's like a prize on AFV.
It feels like it should be like a $50 gift card to the Crab Shack.
Yes. Ooh, I'd love to go to the Crab Shack.
$10,000?
$10,000.
Is that a thing? Could we just go enter rogue dance contests everywhere and
make a living? Probably.
Make some fucking money.
And then we could make a Netflix series out of it.
Lauren is next. She's 31. She's in educational sales. And she says she's an overthinker. Hey, girl, come sit by me. What do we think about Lauren?
I'm not into the dress. Not my jam.
Let me just say about Lauren, that mid-shin length, that does nothing for you.
No.
You're cutting off your legs. Let's say she's insecure about her legs. I don't want anyone to show parts of themselves that they feel bad about. Go full length or go below the knee. That mid shin, that should be grounds for incarceration. We need stricter fashion laws.
That length looks like a house dress. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it looks like a schmata. And she's like very pretty. She's got great boobs. The top is all great. That length, if you have those in your wardrobe, I'm not saying you are bad at fashion. I'm saying throw those out.
Or get them hemmed.
She also says she has 80 first cousins.
Yikes, bro. That's too many.
It's too many. You all need to stop fucking.
I promise you that family tree becomes a circle at some point.
The Venn diagram is very confusing. It definitely looks like a rhombus. 80? No, that's enough for me, dog.
How many aunts and uncles would there have to be to make 80 first cousins? 10 with 8 each?
Yeah, that's too many babies. I want to see to make sure those women's vaginas are being taken care of.
There's too many people in the world.
No, you're causing overpopulation.
Yeah.
The next question, what are you nervous about? The first person to answer is going to be, correct me if I'm wrong, Daisy, but I feel really confident in throwing this out. The oldest person we have ever seen on this show, Amanda, 43. She's the oldest person, right?
I think so, yeah.
Did you see Amanda, who's 43?
Amanda's got great trainer, an excellent skincare routine. Fuck this bitch.
Is the 43 in the room with us now? This woman is amazing.
Yeah.
Drop that skincare girl. She is stunning.
Yeah.
I do not know what is happening and how this woman is 43. She looks fantastic. And you know what? She's not over made up.
No, but she is wearing
really natural, glowing.
She's wearing lucite espadrilles, but she's gorgeous.
43.
It says Amanda is the oldest single entering the pods.
I think ever, though. If memory serves, I can't think of anyone that was 43.
She says somebody who can't communicate is definitely an ick for her. I have bad news. A lot of these guys are going to be half your fucking age and they're going to be dumb as a box of sandwiches.
That honestly sounds delicious. I am starving. Tom is 38. He's a management consultant and he is looking for a life partner. Okay.
I mean,
great.
why? Yes, you're on the show. Come on.
Tom is the oldest man and he's the closest in age to Amanda, but he's definitely the oldest man at 38 in this season.
Tom's face looks like it's desperately trying to escape that beard.
He looks very uncomfortable. He's wearing a belt buckle the size of a fist. He's wearing, as my grandmother would call it, periwink.
Yeah, and that jacket is my size.
It's a little too small. His muscles are hanging on for dear life. It's periwink.
Yes.
And a little bit of pink.
I like the jacket. It's just far too small for him. It makes me uncomfortable.
He is a Scorpio. So just so you guys can put that in your back pipe and smoke it.
My back pipe. Different from my front pipe.
Yeah. You knew what I meant. Think about it. I haven't. And he works out a lot. Really? Okay. We couldn't tell the way your jacket was clinging to your skin.
Oh, he was born in Brazil.
Brazil.
That's actually not how you say it at all. Who's next?
Well, there's a new question.
Yes.
What are you looking for in a perfect partner? Well, I got news for you all. You're not looking for a perfect partner because that doesn't exist. It's a partner whose bullshit you're willing to put up with for the foreseeable future or until your contract with Netflix runs out. That's what you were looking for.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Vanessa is here. And Vanessa, she's cool. She's like tatted up. She's got really cool hair.
Yeah, she's very pretty. She has really cool hair. And then I was a little surprised by her sleeves, but they're very cool.
Wait, well, surprised in a good way or a bad way?
I don't know. Just I was like, whoa, that's not what I would have thought was happening there. But there they are.
Vanessa gave me a little bit of a bait and switch because she looks really cool and really funky. She says she's looking for somebody that is fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Saying you're looking for somebody who likes to have fun is like saying you love to travel.
Yeah.
Is that something we need to specify?
I'm looking for somebody who wakes up at some point in the day, consumes some, food, beverage, breathes
I'm
air.
Looking for someone who wants to have let me tell you. Hi, Nick. Hi, Vanessa. Thank you so much for letting me be here. I want a real wet blanket. I want a real dud of a person. I want someone who makes me feel awkward and others, makes myself and others feel awkward. Someone who makes inappropriate jokes.
I want a guy who, when we leave the party, everyone says, what is she doing with him? That's what I'm looking for. Do you have somebody like that?
Do we need to specify the fun we want to have?
Yikes.
It's just very strange. Solange said, to me, fun is getting bagels. There's no definition as to what fun is.
Whatever you are into.
I like to cry in the shower. Anyway, next up, Molly, who's wearing a pretty dress, but again, the length issue. It's either got to be longer or shorter, but it's Kelly Green, and I love a Kelly Green.
I do. What's happening with her shoes? Can we talk about this for a second?
Minnesota, you all.
Yikes.
We are definitely going to have some listeners from Minnesota. You have to understand, when we say these things, we are not trying to hurt anyone's feeling. We are trying to educate.
Those shoes look like horse hooves.
That is such a good call.
I mean, honestly,
you could not be more accurate. I have nothing to contribute because that is absolutely perfect.
And that dress looks like she's going to like a ballroom dance class for beginners at the Learning Annex.
Yeah. She has purchased a home of her own.
Good for
which
her.
She's really excited about.
She was a cheerleader for the Minnesota Timberwolves. I guess they pay well.
And it says that working for the Minnesota Timberwolves helped her pay for college tuition, along with some money she earned by competing in lip sync battles.
What is everybody doing?
Clearly having fun without us. That guy made 10 G's for being in a freestyle dance, and she's paying for college doing a lip sync battle. We're the wrong ones. We are the dumb ones. These are the smart people.
What are we doing?
The question should be, why don't we move to the Midwest?
Honestly.
You can make money doing lip sync battles? Why have you guys been gatekeeping
Christ.
this fun time?
I would be a bazillionaire.
This is ridiculous. I would be so fucking good at that.
I would be so rich. I'd be running around cutting off aid to people who are hungry and have no homes and need health care.
Now this took a turn. Molly is 30, and she's an executive assistant, and she's ginger.
Mm-hmm.
David is here. He's 33. He's in medical device sales. Isn't that what Hannah backwards spells Hannah before she quit the show? Isn't that what she did?
Yes.
Do you think she knows David?
Probably. I think they all know each other.
Hey.
His biggest turnoffs is too much Botox and somebody who's superficial.
Okay.
Sure.
David said that he just wants someone to do fun things
my God.
with. Did anyone edit this trailer?
He has 40 cousins whom he hangs out with every Christmas Eve. So him and the one with the 80, they could get together and have the biggest family of America.
There might be some crossover there.
I'm telling you, there's probably a circle in there somewhere.
That would honestly be a plot twist I would be here for. Up next is Meg. She's an oncology nurse. Holy moly, that is a stressful job. Good for you, Molly.
Yeah.
She says she's looking for someone who's goofy. Meg is really beautiful. I love her sort of beachy feel. She doesn't give Midwest to me at all. Does she give Midwest to you?
No, she gives, again, like a dancer. She looks like a dancer, and her shoes are 2 sizes too big for her.
We need to redo all of the shoes in Minneapolis.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening there in Minneapolis, but you're getting it wrong.
Okay, so she was in the trailer, but I just noticed something in her bio.
What?
Oh my God. She calls herself a free spirit.
Uh-oh. She's a Republican.
No, free spirits die.
What? Oh, like
Carla was a free spirit.
Sure. Lights up a room. Is a free spirit.
Oh, dear.
Well, that'll be fun for the season.
Good luck to Meg.
Yeah.
She's really pretty, but I'm going to say something a little mean because I want you to help me figure it out.
Uh-huh.
She looks much older than 31.
Yes, she does.
I can't put my finger on it, not trying to be funny. It could be her stressful job.
I mean, it could be. It also, winters are hard in Minneapolis, and maybe she's had too much work done.
Maybe. It's just strange because Amanda's sitting over there with 11 years on her.
Yeah.
Looking like a snack.
Yeah.
Adam, 33, is a fashion director.
Sure.
And he says he likes to put women through the grocery test.
I call it like the grocery store test. Who's going to be fun to go to the grocery store with? Who's going to make that a fun experience?
Do you want to know something, Daisy?
Yes, of course.
I am a fucking blast to go to the grocery store with.
Me too, except for that one time I had a panic attack and I had to call an ambulance. But otherwise, I'm a hoot.
Pardon the pause. I just am sort of playing a mental ping pong match as to whether or not I want to pull at that thread.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to do it.
I don't know what to tell you. My heart started to race. I got real hot. I started to hyperventilate. And I had to sit down on the refrigerator section, like where the fruits and vegetables are. I had to sort of like sit on that. And I was lucky because I was in Brooklyn and we were at the Seatown where all of the firemen come to get their food that they make together before they have their circle jerks. And they were like, "Miss, are you all right?" And I was like, I'm having a panic attack. And they were like, "Here's some oxygen. Let's check your fucking blood pressure and whatnot." And then they called me an ambulance. And I went to the hospital. And I sat there for 4 hours in the waiting room. And then I was like, "It's passed. Thanks, everyone. This has been great. Next time. See ya."
I just think moving forward, you shouldn't tell people you're fun in grocery stores.
I'm great.
Okay. You didn't come to Montana with us, but Harris will attest to the fact that you have not had fun until you see me fuck up some coupons.
Oh, I would be so embarrassed. I can't handle it.
Could you just tell Daisy what it's like to grocery shop with me when I have found coupons?
Oh, it's so terrifying. So the thing is, this is the best example. She found coupons to Safeway. She's like going through the store and we don't want pretzels, but she has to get the pretzels because she has a coupon for pretzels. So it's actually a waste of money because no one wants the pretzels. So then we get to the register and I type in my phone number because I have an account with Safeway. So it's like 10% off. And it canceled out all of her coupons. And I have never been looked at with such disdain in my life than that moment when my phone number canceled out her stupid coupons.
Wow.
But it's fun, right?
Yeah, but other than that, it's a blast.
I'm fun to grocery shop with, right?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Terrifying.
All right, love you. Bye. See?
Yeah.
I'm a fucking blast.
Who's next?
Yummy is product sales manager. That screams MLM. She's 30 years old. She's gorgeous. The skin, the hair, the teeth, it's giving perfection.
I am not willing to sacrifice my faith. That's one thing that keeps me grounded and is really the foundation for how I live my life.
That doesn't make any sense. It's just a thing you have.
I know people that are like, I only want to marry someone Christian or Mormon or Jewish. I think that she wants somebody who she levels with on a religious level, which do you think Tyler can come back? Maybe Tyler can come back and pray with her.
Oh, that would be cute.
That would be so cute.
She's not looking for a man who has a vulgar sense of humor or bad manners. We're going to see a lot of fun dates with her, I think. There's another oncology nurse. What the fuck? She's Ashley. She looks like Lindsay Lohan, 28, client success manager. Ashley has been told that she's a bit too much in past relationships, so any partner in the future needs to love her zest for life.
First of all, she's a client success manager. So if you're looking for success in your clientele, she can manage them.
She'll manage that for you.
She wants someone to get excited when she dances, which is really sweet. But what if you're a crappy dancer?
Yeah.
I think someone should point that out to you. You don't want to be embarrassing yourself out in these bar and bat mitzvah streets.
No, you sure don't.
Looking like Elaine from Seinfeld. This is not an insult. I often look at people and think they look like animals.
Sure.
Do you do that a lot? I do that a lot.
No.
Okay, can you zoom in on Ashley?
Yeah.
She's very pretty. She's ginger. Everything is in the right place. I love that emerald green dress. Does she look like a pigeon?
Yes.
She does, right?
Yeah. She looks like if Lindsay Lohan and a pigeon had a baby.
She's perfectly lovely.
Yeah.
But she looks like a pigeon. I would look back in her family tree. She looks like she was drawn by Mo Willems.
She's also wearing a mid-calf length dress.
Yeah. It's never going to be a yes from me.
No.
With the mid-calf length. Hugo is here. He's in marketing. He is not willing to sacrifice his alone time. We love a king with boundaries.
Man,
good for
I'm
you.
with you.
We all need alone time.
You can have 23 alone time hours a day. I will just take one and I will be happy.
And we can do sex for 12 of those minutes.
No, you can like get a jar down for me or open a jar, get something off a high shelf.
Answer a question. He's looking for a down-to-earth woman with a spontaneous spirit to make a perfect co-pilot on his frequent unplanned joyrides. To me, that screams, I don't want kids. Because there's nothing spontaneous about having kids.
Nope. He probably does want kids and doesn't realize what a drag they fucking are.
I think a lot of people do that. They get into it and they just don't know.
Yeah. Or they're like, we're going to have an Instagram account where we have van life. No.
Benji is here. He's an entrepreneur, unemployed. And he's not willing to sacrifice his connection to his family and his belief this man looks like a 26-year-old piece of milquetoast.
Yeah, he sure does.
You're too young to be on this show.
Yep.
I really, really think they should change the rules. I really do. I really think you should be 30.
Yes, I agree.
It's weird. You're all on different mindsets. You don't want to get married. Don't get married.
No, you're a tiny little baby.
You're a tiny baby human. You've barely been here. You're not even fully formed. Go lay under a rock for a couple years and wait till you're fully formed.
Plus, you're named after a dog. Come on, let's all just get serious.
Mo is here. He says he can't be with someone who doesn't have any faith. Do you know what he meant by that? He couldn't say it because of copyright laws.
No, what did he mean?
He co-authored a song.
Is it my favorite Wham song?
Well, I guess it would be nice.
Oh, that's not Wham.
If I could touch your body.
It's just George Michael.
I know not everybody
has got a body like you.
'Cause I gotta have faith.
Yeah, he co-wrote that.
Wow. Wow, Mo. Remarkable, because I'm pretty sure that song is older than 35 years old.
Yeah, but he did it. So
wow. Good
That's
job,
why he
Mo.
can't live without faith. If you don't know that song, he's gonna not be your friend.
You know, Mo says he experienced significant personal growth throughout his 20s. especially when it comes to, you know what? Nobody experiences any growth in their 20s. They experience drinking and fucking.
When you're in your 20s, you make all these mistakes. And then you get to your 30s and you make more mistakes. And you're like, wait, these look familiar.
Yeah.
Should I have been paying attention in my 20s?
Right.
And then you're in your mid-30s and you're like, it's time to get my shit together now. Now I'm going to learn from the mistakes, but you don't.
Right. Then you're 45 and you're like, I'm here again.
How is it I've not learned? I call mulligan on that guy. Alex is 29 years old. He's in commercial real estate.
He looks like he's about 14.
He really actually does.
Yeah.
He says he snores. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, he says he can't help it. Well, you can get a CPAP machine, probably. Get some of that tape that, what's-his-face, Benjamin Netanyahu uses.
Well, the question now is, what would you do that could possibly get on your partner's nerves? And Alex, said snore. And now we come to Kylie. Oh, boy. So she's 28, and she said she's not very good at putting her clothes away and that she's a little bit messy. And I'm really glad she has said something about her clothes because for those of you who haven't seen these pictures, and this is truly just an audio medium, I don't know how to appropriately describe what she is wearing.
I think she forgot to put her clothes away, and she grabbed 2 shirts and put them both half on. One side is a tube top. It's like baby sky blue. And the other side is a half of a white and baby blue blazer.
Yeah.
Full arm, shoulder pad, collar, full thing.
This is a business on the right, party on the left situation. This is the mullet of outfits.
Absolutely.
And now I truly mean this respectfully, and I mean this in a way that I feel like I can help. Kylie has no gays in her life.
No.
Furthermore, she might not have friends. If she does have friends, she needs new ones.
Could you imagine if she put that shirt on for her, they're at fucking, I don't know even where you would buy something like that.
The weird clothes store?
And she puts it on for her friend. She's like, what do you think? They're like, girl, you're going to look so good on national television.
She took pictures and sent them to all of her friends.
Yeah.
And said, I'm thinking of wearing this on Love is Blind. Now, listen, if she wants to wear that to a cool, funky club in Brooklyn, fine.
Sure.
Go off, girl.
Yeah.
I support you. You are on the national television shows. And this is going to be your defining pictures. It's going to be in publications. It's going to be on blogger things. It's going to be on TikTok. This is your Roman Empire. This is your Sistine Chapel. And this is how you want to go down. I don't blame you. I blame your friends.
Yeah.
I want to talk to her friends.
Yeah. She describes herself as very religious. So I have a feeling she's just going to be super Jesus-y.
WWJD.
Yeah, not wear that. That's for sure.
Yeah. What would Jean-Paul Gaultier do? Because he would say, no, absolutely not. Real quickly, if I sent you a picture in that outfit, and I was like, Daisy, I have a thing where millions of people are going to see my picture, and this is the outfit I'm thinking of wearing, what would you say?
I'd be like, is it the Met Gala Circus edition? Because if so, no, still don't wear that.
I am so mad for her.
I'd be like, how many edibles did you take before you went shopping?
Girl, Kylie, text me.
Yeah.
You need gays
Yeah.
and you need all new friends.
Yeah.
I will do a friend overhaul for you because this is not your fault.
No, I won't be one of them.
Somebody yes-anded her.
A few people must have.
Absolutely unacceptable. Sarah is here, and she's an oncologist. Is everyone okay in Minneapolis?
Apparently not. There's a lot of oncology needs there.
Is everyone okay? There's a lot of oncology nurses.
Listen, Sarah, when she's not being an oncology nurse, once typed the entire alphabet in 3.5 seconds. Wow.
I don't think that's possible. That feels like a lie.
An achievement.
Has anyone ever done that? That feels like a lie.
She's like, during the day, I literally save lives. More importantly, I once typed the alphabet in 3.5 seconds.
Sarah is wearing someone else's dress because it is so long. One of her really tall friends was like, I have a perfect dress for you. And she's like, I don't have time to try it on. It'll be fine. I'll put heels with it. It's not fine.
No, if she takes one step in that thing, she's going to be ass over tea kettle.
There's a minimum sprained ankle happening. It's something is going wrong. And she's going to wish she was an orthopedic nurse instead of an oncology nurse because she's going to break break an ankle. It will snap. I feel very bad for her.
She likes to play Call of Duty, so her future husband better level up his skills, but she also wants a goal-oriented guy. Good luck.
I want to be a gamer, but also goal-oriented. It's no possible. It's no possible.
No possible for you.
You're going to be embarrassing. Ben is here. He's 28 years old, too young, and he's a developer, Daisy.
What?
Just a developer, not a real estate developer. Does he develop photos at the CVS? I don't know what a developer. Do you develop thoughts, prayers, concepts? I don't know.
Developer. Stop it.
Ben, to me, looks like a handsome man.
Yes, he does.
He's a 6.5, but is sort of just gotten away with people thinking, you know what I mean? That he's hotter than he is.
Yeah, he's got like a real big full head of hair and a square jaw.
Yeah, it's the jaw.
Yeah.
He's like good looking enough.
Yeah.
But doesn't really move the needle. He just looks like a dude who finger bangs you for 30 seconds and then wants to stick it in.
Yep.
Nobody likes that. He doesn't take care of this pussy.
Speaking of which, this pussy merch now on sale at grabbaglab.com.
Do we have a limited number of them?
Yes, very limited. So get yours now.
We need to tell people. We're rounding it out here. We're rounding it out. Taylor, she's 32. She's a colonoscopy nurse.
Wow.
So she's not going to be taking any crap from anybody.
So what? Okay, but can we... I did recently get...
Okay, I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
No, you will, because I know... I hate you. I got a colonoscopy recently. Ellyn, have you gotten your colonoscopy yet? You better.
I don't have health insurance.
Yeah, you need health insurance.
I need to do it.
This was my fourth one.
I got there 4 times.
Why? Because you're full of shit?
No, because my mom died of colon cancer when she was 49, so I had to start getting screened at 30.
Stop it.
No, yes, I won't stop it. I mean, if you've had somebody who...
Is it hereditary?
Yeah.
Like breast cancer is to... I think you've told me that before, and I'm giving you shock and awe like I haven't heard it, but now that I'm saying it out loud, I actually did know that.
That's okay. It's really not a big deal to do it.
You have to go under, right?
Yeah, it's great. Just as I was going under, I was like, hey, Doc, enjoy the show. It's real clean up there. Okay, I'm going.
Do they clean out all the poop?
Oh, you have to shit for the whole day before. You have to drink this awful stuff.
Can you do it just for like a free colonic?
Sure, if that's what you want to do with your time. All day. And your butthole is raw by the end of it.
Now I know how Joey feels.
But then after your colonoscopy, you can fucking eat. You can't eat for like a day and a half before.
Okay. Sarah is a colonoscopy nurse.
She's not here for your shit.
She says she sings a lot of sentences.
Do you want to go to Taco Bell? Do you want to go to Taco Bell? Like, I'm always singing for no reason.
I can't imagine someone who just bursts out in song all the time. That's so annoying. I would never want to be around someone like that.
I bet that would be really annoying. Yeah.
Like, you find it annoying?
Yeah, I probably would if I knew somebody like that.
So for this trailer, they all just say their cringe things about how they're excited to find a life partner, blase blah, no one cares. Did we not hit anyone in the trailer that's on this list? Alex.
Yes, we said he looked like a 14-year-old.
Yeah, and he's wearing blue with black washed jeans and brown shoes. Get your shit together.
Honestly.
We didn't talk about Brad. He's a dentist.
We didn't talk about Brad? Yes, we did. Yeah, because he won the $10,000 doing a freestyle dance competition.
Brian's parents bought him a bar.
He's so creepy looking.
Brittany
is wearing a towel.
Cassandra might be a bitch.
Daniel. I don't remember him.
Did we do him?
No.
Well, he was a Gerber baby.
Cute.
All right. Okay, cool.
Devin, to me, he looks a little bit like Keegan-Michael Key.
Oh, yes. He is the youth director coach. Hugo wants you to leave him the fuck alone. Joey was an extra on the Pauly Shore movie. Kylie has no friends. Lauren doesn't know what cut of dress looks good on her. Madison is an artist. No further details, Your Honor. Mason, his name is May $un.
He probably, I'm sure he shoots porn. He's a cinematographer. I'm sure it's porn.
Oh my God, you're so right.
Meg will be seen on the next season of Dancing with the Stars. Yeah. Mo co-wrote the song You Gotta Have Faith. Molly's feet are horse hooves. Monica, the digital marketing lady who's wearing a quilt, I'm pretty sure she's gay.
Really?
Yeah.
Plot twist. I would love it for her to be like, fuck it, suckers, I'm a lesbian. You know, Gabby, I guess she was a bachelorette or something. She's on Traitors now, which is my new downtime.
Yeah.
I watch Traitors. She was on The Bachelor, and then she said, JK, I'm a lesbian.
Good for her. Once you go pussy, you never go tushy. No.
He's not your type. That's the whole point of this. There's this girl on TikTok. She's crying. I need you to tell me everything.
She had a boyfriend going into this.
He's a huge liar. Apparently there was a girl all over him.
Did you block her?
I did.
Oh!
The guy lives in the freaking building that we moved into.
Why do you need a prenup?
It's a big decision.
Oh, God. I can't deal with this for the rest of my life.
Ah! Get me out of here!
This is our recap, our Judge Judy of season 8. It drops Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that one.
Do you want to be my Valentine?
Okay.
Please join us for season 8. Don't forget, we are still doing our small business ads over on our main feed. We have had such great responses, such great support. We love this mutual thing we get to do, putting your stuff out there, and you guys getting the support of our community. So if you would like to advertise with us, advertise your small business, please reach out to Grab Bag. Please also follow us on Instagram and our private Instagrams. What is it? Daisy Tony Award winner?
Daisy Toby Award winner.
At Instagram, and I am Ellyn with a Y. You know what? We would sure love some Instagram love from you all, some Facebook love.
Also, rate and review us on the main feed.
Even if you listen on the Patreon, please go to the main feed and rate and review. There's so many ways that you can support us, because the publication that said we were the biggest and best one, more people need to know about it.
I agree. Also, we have very limited merch. We have this pussy ceramic awesomeness that are handmade by one of our listeners.
Little jewelry holder, little...
Yeah, for putting your, like, earrings or your condoms or your tchotchkes. Yeah. Very limited supply, so get on grabbagcollab.com right this very instant and buy yours today.
And then after you do that, you can do me a huge favor and shut the fuck up.
Me?
Yeah. And everyone else.
Wow.
Everyone, you and everyone else should shut the fuck up.
Wow. Okay. Well, I guess that's it, everybody. You heard it here first and last.
Shut the fuck up.
Love you.
Love you.